What techniques, mindfulness speaking, would you want to go through anymore that you feel more comfortable, you want to basically get across once you use the device?
Right.
Or during the use of the device? What kind of mindfulness techniques specifically do you think are appropriate to get more out of the device? In other words, to get more into a meditative state, to get more into a relaxed state?
Well, the first thing that you want to do as you're doing this is realize that when you focus and bring your attention to a stimulus, you are changing the way you are receiving that stimulus, and you're also changing the way you're responding to that stimulus. So if you're just moving this around and you're thinking and planning, and your mind's going off somewhere else, that is not going to be the same as using this and bringing your attention to where you're being touched in your body and bringing your attention into the present moment. So there's a couple aspects of mindfulness. One is that we, unfortunately, the way that we live our lives is very much in the future or past, and we're very rarely concentrated in the present moment. So what we want to do is bring ourselves to if we feel what we're experiencing, the actual touch of the instrument to your temple, then that brings you to the present moment. It also, in time and space, now we want to concentrate our attention into our own bodies instead of being scattered out and worrying about what's happening tomorrow, what happened yesterday. As we bring ourselves into the present moment, that's actually the most relaxed space. That's the center of the storm. And it's the still place that we can come to. So as we are feeling this and moving around, and again, not having to strain our body to move this, then we can direct our attention to where we're being contacted by this, by the forks here, by the stimulators. And as we feel that and open to those feelings, that's what creates the relaxation response. So it's the natural tendency of the body to go away from the moment that we want to understand and choose to bring our body and our mind together in the present moment with the present sensations. And that is, in fact, what creates the relaxation response. So as we are in the relaxation response, we're not releasing any more stress hormones. The stress hormones in circulation will be used up and the body will settle down. The muscles also relax, so the stimulation of the muscles will settle down. And actually the activity of the brain changes. So we know that deep stress relax, and one of the kind of amazing studies that shows that when you do practice this, the brain is always growing. The brain is like every other part of the body, it's always growing. And it's going to grow in the direction that we use it. So if we're using it in stress state, it's going to grow towards that stress state. If we're using it to relax, we're actually going to make the parts of the brain that create the relaxation stronger. And those parts of the brain have been shown through very scientific brain scans and studies to actually strengthen the parts of the brain that have to do with executive function. It helps the immune system, and it also repairs something called telomeres, which are the end of the chromosomes, which as they tear apart, as they age, it's what causes cells to die off. And what they found is that as we create this relaxation response, that any of the areas that have been damaged or actually can restore themselves. So we're restoring ourselves on multiple levels at the same time, neurologically, physiologically, and even down to the chromosome.